Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Fox News Tonight. We begin with a rare September election with major national political implications. In Alabama today, Roy Moore, the controversial former Chief Justice of Alabama Supreme Court, defeated Senator Luther Strange for the Republican nomination for Jeff Sessions' old Senate seat. That's according to the Associated Press. Moore is now the heavy favorite to win the general election, despite the fact that President Trump traveled to the Yellowhammer State to personally campaign for Senator Strange. Let's now go to Fox News correspondent Jonathan Serrie. He's in Montgomery at Roy Moore's campaign headquarters. Celebratory mood there, I assume.
It is indeed an enthusiastic crowd, and they have been all night. But when they got the results, when they heard that Roy Moore was the projected winner, they erupted in applause. Moore himself arrived here about 2 hours ago, already displaying a very confident demeanor, going around the entire room, shaking hands before retiring to a back room to watch the returns that all night were showing him with a consistent lead over Luther Strange. We are expecting him to come out momentarily and deliver his victory speech within a matter of minutes. Right now, supporters rallying the crowd. Moore represents the populist wing of the Republican Party. Alabama's former Chief Justice gained notoriety among Christian conservatives back in 2003 when he had a Ten Commandments monument installed in the state Supreme Court building and then refused a federal court order to remove it. That ultimately cost him his job as Chief Justice, but he won the support of these religious conservatives who have followed him ever since, voting for him in race after race, and this one now appears to be the charm. Now, Roy Moore missed out on some key endorsements, and yet he came up with some workaround solutions. For example, the NRA endorsed his opponent Luther Strange, but at a recent rally, Roy Moore pulled out a revolver and explained to his supporters exactly where he stood on the Second Amendment. The crowd went wild. They eat this sort of stuff up. Also, Moore did not receive the endorsement of President Trump. However, several Trump loyalists, including Sarah Palin and Steve Bannon, supported Moore. Now, a lot of people have been portraying this election as a referendum on President Trump's influence. But in speaking with Moore supporters, they tell us, many of them tell us they still love President Trump, but they also love Roy Moore. So rather than this being a referendum on President Trump, this may be more of a referendum on the direction of the Republican Party. And at least here in Alabama, it is the populist wing that appears to have won out. Dana?
All right, Jonathan, it's always fun to be at the location where the candidate wins the election. It sounds like they're going to have a really good celebration tonight. So thank you so much, Jonathan, for that report.